Welcome to Pueblo Vista Elementary School's demonstration garden. I'm Steve Kanakis, and today we're going to be talking about planting a vegetable garden. Some things to take into consideration when planting your vegetable garden are the time of year that it is, whether it's a winter garden or a summer garden, the type of soil you have, whether it's heavy clay soil or loose, well-draining sandy soil. Another consideration is the amount of full sun that's available in your garden. Do you have full sun, which is required for most vegetables, or do you have a lot of shade in your garden? Another consideration would be the types of vegetables that you want to grow. And some of them take a lot of room, and others you can grow in much smaller spaces. One of the first decisions we make in the garden is whether we want to plant seeds or seedlings. Seeds work better for root crops and some other vegetables that really don't like to be transplanted. If you want to get an early start on the season, you want to plant seedlings that are already started indoors or in a greenhouse or you bought from a nursery. After you've chosen your location, it's a good idea to pull any weeds that are on the ground growing, and then also till in or work in some amendments like compost or manure into your soil. Generally, I like to wait at least a week after I amend the soil before I put my plants in. Sometimes when you're pulling weeds or removing old dead plants, there's bugs that are present there that you want to let them have a few days to find a new home and not still be inhabiting that area that you're going to be putting your seeds or seedlings in. When planting seeds or seedlings, there are things to consider. With seeds, you want to plant the seed twice as deep as the seed is long. So for example, the bean seeds we have are 1/2 inch long, so we plant them 1 inch deep. When we plant seedlings, we pull the seedling out of the container that it's in, and we put it in a hole that is the same depth so that the top of the root ball is at the top of the soil surface. After planting your seeds or seedlings, be sure to water the area well. Some closing thoughts to consider. Deciding whether or not you'd like to hand water your plants or automatically irrigate is a major consideration. The advantages to hand watering are that you are out in your garden more often, you're applying the water as it's needed, so you're able to check the soil moisture level and you're able to look at the plants specifically and see how they're doing and if they need water. Generally, you don't want to wait until they're wilting to water them. One of the disadvantages of hand watering is sometimes making sure you get enough water to the plants is difficult. As the plants grow and they start covering the soil surface, a lot of times you don't actually get the water to the soil and it rolls off of the leaves and it doesn't get to the root zone. So that's something to consider when hand watering. When automatic watering, it's nice that you're able to ensure that your plants are getting watered regularly, which is really important. And drip irrigation is especially nice because you're not watering the areas away from your root zone of your plants, which decreases the amount of weeds that grow around your plants. So that's nice. The disadvantage of automatic watering is it doesn't require you to be out in the garden, so there can be longer periods of time between your visits to the garden where weeds can start to grow or problems can start to happen. On behalf of Pueblo Vista Elementary, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video and hope you've been inspired to start your own garden.